Hello, English 9001. Today we are going to revise Units 7, 8, 9. It is a fast look, una mirada rápida. So I'm going to ask you to pay attention to the goals. We are going to talk about things you did or saw. So it is going to be about the past. Say what you often do at the weekend. So you're going to say what you frequently do the weekend. So we are going to talk about everyday activities that is in simple present. And finally, you're going to say what you did last weekend. So in that case, last is pasado. So it is the previous weekend. You're going to talk about that using the simple past. During this week, I'm going to upload the progress test of simple past. That is going to be on January 6th. So look at unit number 7. It says, at the weekend. Weekend is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It says, where are you on this line? In the green part or in the blue part? Green says, I stay at home at the weekend. Blue says, I go out a lot at the weekend. So, I stay at home at the weekend means that you don't go anywhere. You stay at home. If you say, I go out a lot at the weekend, is that you go out a lot, many times you go out at the weekend. Now look at the preposition. You say at the weekend. You don't say in the weekend. You say at the weekend. In American English, in the United States, people can say on the weekend. But it is grammatically correct and accepted to say at the weekend. All right? So you and your weekend. What kind of person are you at the weekend? Do you like a quiet weekend at home or do you go out a lot? Quiet weekend is relaxed at home or you go out a lot to the discotheques and having fun. It says, do you cook meals? If you say 1 or 0, it depends on your answer. Number 1 is, I often do this. Often means frequently. Or 0, I don't often or never do this. So it is 0 or close to 0. Listen to music, work, write emails, phone friends or family, watch TV or a DVD. Column letter B. Have lunch out. That means in restaurants. Meet friends, go shopping, go for a walk, go to the cinema, or go to a party. When you answer the questions and you say 1 or 0, try to write sentences like the ones you have in letter B. I often go shopping on Saturday. So write sentences. For example, yo marco en do you cook meals at the weekend? Yo voy a marcar, I often do this, y pongo el número 1. Entonces mi oración va a decir, I often cook meals at the weekend. All right? So if it is, I don't often, you write, I don't often cook meals at the weekend. Or never. I never cook meals at the weekend. That is a good way to practice. So these, as you can see, all these sentences are about the present. All right? So we can also use the past. You can talk about the past if you talk last Saturday. There you have some sentences about the past. Look at the yellow one. It says, on Saturday, I got up late. On Saturday is last Saturday. I got up late. The present is I get up. So if I talk about the present, I say I get up late on Saturdays. And that is the frequency. That is a habit, a routine. But in this case, we are talking about last Saturday. So we use the verb in past. The past of get is got. So I say, on Saturday, I got up late. About 10:30 in the morning, I stayed at home. So stayed is the past of stay. Ed at the end is in the past. And listened to music. There you have it in past too. Then I phoned a friend and we went into town. Oops, where are we? I got lost. Wait a second. Unit 7. Just a second. Where were we? There we are. Sorry. So, phoned, went shopping. And in the evening, I went to a party. Then letter B. This morning, I got up early, went shopping. Then I cooked some lunch. In the afternoon, I went for a walk. The weather was beautiful. In the evening, I stayed at home, just watched TV. In the morning, I just stayed at home. I worked on my computer, wrote some emails. Then I met a friend in town. We went shopping for some CDs in the evening, and I went to the cinema. So typical verbs that we use here are, for example, get, got. Stay, stayed. Listen, listened. Phone, phoned. Go, went. Then we've got cook, cooked. The weather was, is, was. Watch, watched. And those are the same. And now here's your meaning. You have to put, to complete the list with the verbs that are in infinitive, like stay, listen, phone, cook, and watch, and the format in the past, the same with the irregulars. In the column of regulars, you can see that you only D at the end, but the irregulars are different. Okay, so that is for you to practice about this part of the unit. Then we are going to go to the next part. This is about the use of was or were. You say, I was, you were, he was, she was, it was, we were, they were. All right? So, in this case, you have to complete using was or were. The answers are, number 1, I was in London on Monday. Number 2, they were at home yesterday. We were on holiday. They were in Paris last year. My mother was ill. She was here on Monday. All right? Then, as you can see, you can use it in negative. Wasn't or weren't. After that, you can see the questions. You can create the questions using the formula. WH question word like what, where, when, why. And after that, you use was or where. So, for example, you say, where, look at this one. Where you at home? If the question starts with the verb to be was or were, the answer is yes or no. So, were you at home? You answer, yes, I was. No, I wasn't. But if you put the question word where and then the verb to be, your answer is complete. Where were you? You answer, I was at home. Where was your mother yesterday? She was at the mall. Was your mother at the mall yesterday? Yes, she was. Let's write the questions in the correct order. Number 1, try to do it. The answer is, where were you on Saturday? Your answer can be, I was at the mall. Number 2, were you at home last night? We start with the verb to be, so you answer with yes or no. Yes, I was. No, I wasn't. Where were you yesterday afternoon? I was, and you complete the answer. Were you here last week? Yes, I was. No, I wasn't. And where were you at the weekend? And you answer. So this activity is called where were you, and you use the place expressions like at home, in bed, at work, at a party, asleep, in a cafe, on holiday, and at a meeting. So those are possible answers that you can use. Let's continue with the rest of the sentences that are important. Talk about things you did or saw. Look at the task. It says, we went to a Japanese restaurant on Saturday. The food was quiet. Let me see something. No, it is fine. The food was quite good, but it was very expensive. Okay, so you say what it was like and what you did. So you are going to look at the expression and your opinion. I'm not going to go deeper in this. This is not so important. And we're going to go to unit. It is about places. Things about you saw in a place. Saw is the past of see. So in the unit, we're going to talk about a place you visited. Say what you saw and did. Say what you didn't see or do. So in this part of the unit, you are going to answer to the question, what did you see? What did you do on vacation, for example? Where did you go? So here are examples of things you could see at Cairo. There is a reading comprehension. My recommendation is that you can read the text and complete the sentences for the past simple vocabulary words because these verbs are very important. The answers are in the text, so you just copy paste. All right? Here is the way you answer and you write sentences using didn't in negative sentences. So you say, they saw the Sphinx, and you say it in negative sentence, they didn't see the Sphinx. So if you use it in an affirmative sentence, you use the subject, for example here. They is the subject. Stayed is the verb in past. And the rest of the sentence. But if you make it negative, you use the subject they, then you use didn't, and the verb is normal. It's infinitive. It is not in past. You see? This is in past, stayed. Not in past, because it's negative. So, ojo, you only used, solo se usa, the verb in past in affirmative sentences. In negatives, you use didn't, and the verb stays the same. All right? So, here is an activity that is very useful for you to practice for the test. Things you did or saw. We arrived at Brazil in March. We saw. What did you see? We bought. We went to. We visited. We had. One thing you didn't do or you didn't see. So, this is an activity that I really, really need you to do for the test because this is super important. I'm not going to continue with this. No, we are not going to continue with this. Let's go then. For this part of the unit, it's super necessary that you know the months of the year, the vocabulary. Not necessary, not necessary. Let's go to Unit 9. Okay, going out. Telephone expressions. And this is just about expressions. As you can see, here is a conversation. How, hi, Tom. Look, I'm busy just now. Okay, fine, bye. Can I call you later? Hello, Sue Morris here. Hi, Sue, it's Tom. So, it is not in order. We are going to write the numbers. The first one is, hello, Sue Morris here. And what is the answer? Hi, Sue, It's Tom. What comes next? Oh, hi, Tom. Look, I'm busy just now. And the other person says, can I call you later? And we finish with, okay, fine, bye. So try to imitate those expressions. We are going to use them. But also, you are going to go through the expressions of Unit 2A and then cover 2A and put the expressions in the correct place. Right? So that is everything. We are going to take a look at it. I'm just going to ask you to take a look at Unit 7, 8, and 9 with the things that I presented in this class. All right?